Welcome to the Friday edition of Litter Media Live on this July 24th, 2026. I'm Dan Ramey.
Yes, you are. And I'm Aaron Glandon.
Good to have you here today.
Good to be with you, Dan.
Since, was it yesterday I did the show solo or was it Wednesday? I guess it was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday because I was in Lancaster.
It felt like yesterday.
Yeah.
In that respect. Good to have you also joining us here watching live on Facebook and later on today on YouTube as well. You can find all of what we talk about at littermedia.com, but also on our news feeds and everything. We'll show you more of that coming up in a bit. But first, it's the weekend. Let's jump into the forecast here. Looking at a few clouds today, but still very comfortable. No oppressive heat we're worried about. Temperatures will be mostly in the upper 70s today. Cool tonight, lows about 61 degrees. And then tomorrow, getting a little warmer, back up into the low 80s with some sunshine. We will be back into the mid 80s come Sunday, maybe even into the upper 80s. And there is an outside possibility of a shower come Sunday and carrying right back into the start of the work week. So keep those things in mind as you prepare for being outdoors. Boy, I went out yesterday with Amelia and she wanted to step outside and we did. This would have been around probably 6 o'clock or so. It was relatively cool outside.
Yeah. It was. I had to put on a long sleeve shirt yesterday.
Did you really?
In the evening.
I was a little chilly, but she was out there in shorts just running around like it. And I said, isn't it kind of cool out here? She goes, yeah. And just kept on playing.
She took your meaning the wrong way. She thought you were saying, it's cool out here.
Exactly. So kids are like that sometimes. And maybe I wasn't clear on what I was trying to say. So, all right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at news. We've got sports for you, this date in history, what our national days are, into the weekend as well, plus our Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week presented by Homeland Credit Union. That's all within this program. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They are your trusted comfort advisor. I don't think the wife kicked on the heater last night. She did the night before, but if she did last night, I didn't notice. That's because everything was comfortable in the Ramey house, which is controlled by Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If you want to feel that same level of comfort, check them out. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and then click on this ad. It'll take you right to their website, accuratehvac.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Told you earlier that we'll show you where you can find all of our information. It's right here, littermedia.com. you'll find up in the upper right-hand corner all of our contact information in regards to our Facebook, our Litter Media X, our YouTube, our, Spotify's up there, and Litter Media Radio. You'll find all that right there. But if you scroll down into the front page, boom, you've got the last 3 YouTube videos we have, which includes your conversations over at Lancaster on Wednesday.
Yeah. Talked to Olivia Warren, who won the America Is essay contest. Only a 7th grader from Amanda Clear Creek, and this contest was open from 4th all the way through 12th grade.
I know you took the picture of her holding the check. Did you see how much the check was worth?
I didn't see.
You didn't take a close look?
No.
Yeah, you just know that it didn't bounce when she dropped it, right?
Right.
Which you got to be careful when you get a check presentation outdoors because it could fly off with the wind. And sorry. Could you cancel that check, please? Right. Another one, that kind of thing. All right, let's take a look at what's making news for you today.
And the Fayette County Fair continues today. Dairy breeding show and dairy showmanship were held this morning in the sales arena. And later today at 2:30, Cloverbud activity at the Extension office. And then at 5:30, the livestock sale in the sales arena for dairy feeder, dairy steer, beef feeder, dairy goat, market goat, sheep, and hogs. A lot of sales going on tonight. And don't forget the school bus derby is also tonight at 7 p.m. at the grandstand. Saturday afternoon, the pedal pull is at 2 p.m. with the registration starting at 1 at the Small Animals Barn. And then at 4 p.m., the Showman of Showmen contest takes place in the sales arena and swine pavilion. And the fair wraps up with the demolition derby at the grandstand at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
In a follow-up to Wednesday night at the fair, the Fayette County Travel and Tourism posted these photos from the wiener dog races, and Burrow was the overall wiener.
Yes, he was.
Play of words there. I like where he got his name. I have a feeling he's named after Joe Burrow, would be my guess. Finishing ahead of Oscar and Teddy. Congratulations to all the 4-legged participants and their owners.
Last week, the University of RIO Grande unveiled a new piece of art in its Field of Hope Community Campus in Vinton and Gallia County. Professor of Art Kevin Lyles built this sculpture and says it represents God's hand stretching out from heaven, holding both the counselor and the woman who's struggling with addiction. Field of Hope provides residential treatment for women battling addiction, offering a safe, structured, and faith-centered environment for healing. Since 2017, women who have completed their program have achieved a 95.7% success rate, reflecting the strength of a recovery process built on both professional care and spiritual renewal.
Very nice. I didn't even know that this existed until yesterday. And so down in Gallia County, very nice. Chillicothe Mayor Luke Feeney and the city of Chillicothe releasing a video update on the amphitheater being built in Yoctangee Park. There will be a perspective covering over the stage area. Did I say perspective?
You meant protective.
I did. I meant to say a protective covering over the stage area. And the mayor says the amphitheater will be perfect for yoga sessions of 25 people on a Saturday morning. But you can also seat up to 1,100 people for a live music event as well. So if you want to see that, we shared it in our news feed here on our Facebook page.
That's probably the thing I'm most excited about coming to Yoctangee Park is the amphitheater. Well, I'm really excited about all the possibilities and the opportunities that will bring to Chillicothe.
So many things we have seen downtown, I think, are going to gravitate towards that amphitheater. The amphitheater, for those who have been around since the 1980s, you know that there was a master plan back in the 1980s to have an amphitheater down there. And this fits right in perfectly. So I have a feeling we'll see a lot of the Feast of the Flowering Moon contests, live music. The stage area will probably move into that amphitheater. Beautiful seating available for you. There's going to be a big grassy area in front of the stage, but then there will also be that arced, tiered seating capacity. So they'll be able to hold, like he says, 1,100 people and watching this. So
it's going to be exciting.
It should be really nice to see some of that. And
the possibility of going out to the dock or Christie's Pizza and then just walking over and taking your seat at the amphitheater.
There's going to be, it's much like probably some of the events like First Thursdays and everything will probably still remain where they are. Right. But this opens the venue for more activities like that to take place only down in Yoctangee Park, which I think will satisfy a lot of the downtown business owners that, it's like you're always shutting down the streets. You're always doing this. We're going to see a lot of that stuff taking place now in Yoctangee Park.
Yeah, because you can see it from Water Street with that amphitheater.
Right.
That's good. Oh, man, I'm excited for it. With the opening of the 2026 Ohio State Fair just a few days away, the Ohio Department of Commerce is highlighting the various roles they play in making sure everything from new buildings to tents to stuffed toys are safe for fairgoers, vendors, and staff. Inspectors with the Division of Industrial Compliance examine certain temporary structures, vendor installations, stages, and new buildings on the state fairgrounds to make sure they meet building code standards. At the same time, inspectors with the Division of State Fire Marshal's Code Enforcement Bureau conduct detailed, hands-on inspection of food vendors, fun houses, and haunted attractions across the Ohio State Fair. And the Ohio State Fair this year is set to run from July 29th through August the 9th.
I haven't been to the fair for a while. Haven't decided if I'm going to try and get up there this year or not, but I'm thinking it might be 1991 or 92 since I've been to the state fair.
I've been to the state fair once because Boston and Kansas were doing a concert.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad wanted to take me to that.
Very nice.
I think I was 12 years old.
Kudos to Dad for that. That's a pretty awesome thing. But yeah, I just so busy with everything else here in the Chillicothe area, not straying up there over the years, just get used to not going up. But the last time I was there, I was working in Columbus, and Donny Osmond was on stage performing, and I took my wife to see Donny Osmond.
I wanted to go a few years ago when Willie Nelson was there, but didn't get the chance.
Yeah. The wouldas, shouldas, and couldas.
Yeah.
Congratulations. A tip of the cap today to one of our friends, Ron Fuster, who today celebrates his 65th year with McDonald's. During an interview that I did back with Ron in 2022, this is the 50th anniversary of his McDonald's location there in Chillicothe on the Bridge Street.
Is that the same shirt you're wearing right now?
I think it might be.
That's funny.
It just no.
I can't tell if there's a Nike swoosh on the side.
Yeah,
he's got one right here.
Yeah, mine is the version like what you're wearing right there is the one that was in that picture. But he first came to McDonald's as an employee as a teenager back in Toledo in 1961, but he came to Chillicothe as an owner-operator. In 1972, opened the first Chillicothe McDonald's on North Bridge Street and 2nd Streets, then expanded over to Western Avenue, a third location on East Main Street, went down to Waverly to open that one, put one in Circleville, over in Greenfield, and then the most recent McDonald's out on North Bridge Street by the Chillicothe Mall. They did have a location inside Walmart for a while as well. I think it's a Subway now. But all the while employing a great deal of high schoolers along the way in a first job capacity for many of them. So congratulations on year 65 to our friend Ron Fuster, who will be turning 81 this year. So an early happy birthday to you, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget to head out to Lancaster Festival this weekend before it wraps up. Today, you can head out to see magic and live music at Zane Square, but you better be quick because that starts in about 35 minutes. Celebrate Christmas in July at the Cafe Concert, cheer on young racers at the bike races, and wrap up the evening with a special downtown Friday night performance by Bad Influence. Tomorrow evening, make sure you stop out to see Lady A with the Lancaster Festival Orchestra at 8 p.m. Fireworks will follow that performance. There's free parking available. You can bring your own picnic or purchase on site. Beverages can be pre-ordered or purchased on the concert site as well.
Mm-hmm. The first ever Stained Pumpkin Tattoo Convention will make its debut at the Pickaway Agriculture and Events Center. That's Friday, July 31st and Saturday, August 1st. That's a pretty mean-looking pumpkin right there.
It is.
Brings together Ohio tattoo artists, local creatives, live music, shopping, and family-friendly activities for a weekend celebrating art in all its form. The Stained Pumpkin Tattoo Convention will take place from noon until 9 on Friday of next week, and then Saturday, August 1st from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. There are admission charges. It'll be $10 Friday, $15 Saturday. You can get a 2-day pass for $20. Children 12 and under get in for free. I don't know if they'll be able to get tattoos.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Maybe with the parents' permission, they can get a temporary tattoo.
Maybe so. Tickets will be available at the door. Parking is free. And so if you're interested in tattoo art, shopping from Ohio artists, enjoying live music, simply exploring this unique community, our friends at Arts Around sent that information to us just before the show.
You can actually find out more about that on littermedia.com because we got a release, I think, last week about that, and I put it up there.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when you started talking, I was
that?
like, I talked about this on the show last week. It was
missed
one of the
that.
days I was solo.
Okay. Was that the day I was sick?
It might have been.
Might have been. And I checked out on everything that day. So, but now
A good refresher because
yes.
that's just around the corner.
you can go back and look at it on our website and find out more. Also, Pump House Center for the Arts, I didn't see this until just a moment ago. John Payne sent to us, there's an opening reception for Hanging by a Thread featuring art from Rhonda Binkley. That'll start August 7th. That's a Friday. That's the opening from 6:30 until 8:30 p.m. You can view the artwork and enjoy the music and light refreshments that they'll have going on. Hanging by a Thread. I kind of wonder if is it possible? Again,
Maybe there will be some crochet work or something.
I don't know. We'll have to venture into that and see
Yeah.
more as we get towards the start of
course,
August.
Right now, the Pump House Gallery is it has QR codes that you can go along and scan the QR code, and it'll play music that accompanies the art that you're looking at. And I still haven't been out there yet to check that out, but that's right on my alley.
What a cool concept!
Yeah.
You know, I imagine if you've got a number of people in the gallery looking, it can kind of be a little monotonous, and
You got to bring your headphones.
yeah, you have to do that. Yeah. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, good thought. I didn't think about doing that. I'm still one of those. Yeah. Okay. Here, listen to this. Old
Ancient.
school. Yeah. But it's not a flip phone. Sure. Give you that. And it's not that big giant thing we used to carry around.
You pull out the antenna.
I have a picture of me. This was at a remote broadcast I did for Sunny 95. So we're talking 1989, 1990, thereabouts. And I'm sitting in an Indy car at, I think it was an oil change place. Yeah, it was an oil lube place. And they had a race car there. And while I'm sitting in the car, I'm using one of these 1980s phones that is about the size of your shoe. And it didn't have the retractable antenna on it. It was a short antenna like this, but it looked like I was holding a box up to my head. And I wish I could bring this into you. I don't think I even have it on Facebook. I think it's in a collection of pictures of the house I've done nothing with. But what a memory, and how far we've come in technology. Yeah. Coming up, a look at sports. We've got good news for our Chillicothe Paints. Details coming up.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. I just learned something else that this kid has not seen. Zoolander.
I know. My wife keeps saying we need to watch that movie, but she hadn't seen Tropic Thunder, so we watched Tropic Thunder together.
Well,
Ben Stiller.
If you have given in to Tropic Thunder,
I do like Tropic Thunder.
To see Zoolander. You have to show it.
Oh, I'm sure I'd love it because I like Owen Wilson a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Will Ferrell's in it as well.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
See, I'm not a...
He's the evil guy.
I could take or leave Will Ferrell.
I was just trying to explain it. We were talking off the air about how cell phones have changed over the year. And in Zoolander, Will Ferrell's character opens up this little teeny tiny flip phone and is talking into... You got to see it.
Like a flip phone for ants.
Make time this weekend to see Zoolander. You got to do that. All right, on to sports. The Chillicothe Paints regained the lead in the Prospect League Northeast Division following last night's 9-3 win over Champion City. It's a half-game lead, but they're in first place again. Chillicothe had a 5-run first inning sparked by a Samuel Meyer grand slam, and Alex Bemis added a solo shot in the 6th inning. Meyer on the night, 4 for 4 with 5 RBI. They'll play again tonight against the Champion City Half-Tracks. It's Can Koozie night for the first 500 fans through the gate at 6:05. Don't forget that tomorrow night it is Military Appreciation Night. However, there will be events throughout the day, beginning with a 5K run, walk in the morning, games for kids, food trucks, historical tours, a home run derby in the stadium, military static displays outside the stadium, resource information for veterans, and more. All followed by the game at 7:05, and then afterwards, a special fireworks display after the game. When you get there as early as you can. I mean, the gates open up still at 6:05. But you want to be in place before they start the pregame ceremony. Yeah. It's one of the most moving ceremonies that you'll experience throughout the year. So the Paints have always done it right. They work out very well with the VA. You talk about a super partnership.
Yeah.
They started this 18 years ago, and it's continuing on. Paints will have special jerseys, which we've talked about on the program in the last few days. And if you missed any of that, you can go to our YouTube channel, and you'll find the complete interview that we had with the guys from the VA talking about not only the uniforms, but the whole complexity of the whole day.
Yeah.
You can find it all right there with Terry McWhirter and also Alan Graves.
There's a number of things going on this weekend that you can go back to our YouTube and find out about. The Night for the Champions, go watch our interview with Layla Hall.
Right. Tonight to the Creekside Occasions.
Yeah, Power Team 2.0 is going on. Check out our interview with Real Joy Community Fellowship and lots of things in Chillicothe.
Yeah, and we try and cover it all as best we possibly can in a
There's
preview.
only 2 of us.
Yeah, and in a preview capacity to be able to help you be there.
Yeah.
So one more reason to go back and take a look at our library of stuff on YouTube and on our website.
That's what I'm saying. Keeping up with sports, though, the Twins took the closer of their series with the Guardians 3-1 yesterday in Cleveland. Does that mean they got the Guards got swept?
No, because I think
they lost game
Guardians,
2 and 3. Right?
I think they won the first 2 and lost the last 2 because it was a 4-game set.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The Guardians are headed to Tampa for a weekend series with the Rays. Meanwhile, the Reds are in St. Louis tonight.
That was neat.
They're in St. Louis to play the Cardinals.
How did that happen?
Because I went to my Reds graphic, which there wasn't one because they didn't play last night.
Gotcha. But it was like we were there and we weren't there.
Yeah.
We were there and we weren't there. The Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. It is, look at this guy.
Who else?
Samuel Meyer, center fielder for the Chillicothe Paints. He gave Chillicothe everything they needed for a win over Champion City last night in the opening inning with the grand slam. And then he added a 5th RBI in the 2nd inning, pushing the Paints ahead 6-0. He's a sophomore out of Mount St. Mary's University. He's a Cleveland native. He's batting .301 through 37 games with 4 home runs, 29 RBI. He has scored 35 times this year and he has stolen 19 bases on the season. Congratulations to Samuel Meyer, this week's Player of the Week. Now, you can send in a nomination, too. I had another one ready to go.
He did.
I did.
It was ready. He was threatening.
But I after the performance last night for Sam, I just, how do you
go
pass
4 for 4 and get a grand slam? I mean,
and you get 5 RBI in the night. You're just as productive in the second inning as you were in the first inning.
Yeah.
And consistent throughout the game. So congratulations to Sam. If you have a nomination, we ask that you send that to us. Send it to littermedia@gmail.com or the address that's down here in front of you, littermedia@littercorp.com. And don't forget that in December, we'll announce a 2026 Player of the Year.
And they get a
this
trophy.
Really nice trophy.
Nice trophy.
And I'm going to be honest with you. This is full disclosure. We have tried and tried again to get together with McKenna, who was our 2025 Player of the Year. I still have the trophy sitting over here. She messaged me the other day because I reached out to her and I said, when can we need to do this before you go back to school again?
Yeah.
And she's going back to school in August. And her school is 4 hours away. So we got to get her up here from Jackson to be able to give that to her. I mean, she went undefeated in her high school wrestling career. 126-0.
Yeah.
4 consecutive state championships. She was, and how can you argue with that as our Player of the Year? The problem is, it's not in her hands. It's only a name right now. So we hope to get this done before she leaves back to go to Campbellsville University in Kentucky. So, all right. If you know McKenna, tell her we're talking about her today on the show. All right, coming up in a moment, this date in history. Stick close for that.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can find out more at litterpropane.com.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary.
Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now time for This Date in History.
The educational portion of the program.
We got 2 of them today.
We do.
Threw 2 of them in there for you.
1911, American explorer Hiram Bingham rediscovers, because I'm sure he wasn't the first one to see it.
There were ruins there when he got there, so
yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm trying to remember, is it Machu Picchu?
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. Now, I did an interview probably 2 summers ago with Todd Holdren. He and his daughter went to
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu, thank you. See, I can't remember. But I do remember doing the interview with him, and we talked about what it was like, and the fact that it's so high up, you got all these steps to climb and everything, and how challenging it was physically, especially for Todd, who's, I think he might be a little bit older than me. We might be the same age. So he would have been in his early 60s at the time, I think, or late 50s. And so you can find that on our YouTube channel. You just go and go to Litter Media on YouTube and type in Todd Holdren, and that should be the first thing that pops up.
All right. I might have to check that out. The ancient ruins like this, like, that is so fascinating to me. Machu Picchu, Stonehenge, like, how did they move these giant pieces of rock?
Yeah.
Especially when if there are all these stairs. Machu Picchu's high up.
Yeah, you get if you ever watch the 10 Commandments, you get an idea of how they moved those large rocks for the pyramids, but there was a lot of flat ground there. Not flat up in the mountains here in that regard. So, and I really don't know a whole lot about Bingham's trip down there. Did he stumble upon it? Did he hear about it and then just go and search for it? I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know that story. 1982, I remember playing this as a disc jockey in 1982. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor from Rocky III. This starts a 6-week run at number 1. It is still played today as amp you up music, going out and playing for games. And I think there's a public service announcement they're running now on Channel 4 about men's black health. And I think they use Eye of the Tiger in it as well. So it's had a long, well-lived life since 1982.
When I was in 3rd grade, me and my buddy Brandon Wheeler sang this song in our school talent show.
Is that right?
I was wearing a Rocky Balboa robe, and he was wearing a Clubber Lang robe, and we had a mock boxing match, and we did a performance of this song.
Where the American Red Cross is located now on North Bridge Street in Chillicothe, that used to be the Blue Drummer Steakhouse, and they had this would be, Mr. Villette. I can't remember his first name. And I believe he was Ed Villette's dad. Ed and I went to high school together up at Taze Valley. And, but this gentleman in particular was managing this restaurant here in Chillicothe. So in 1982, there was a rib eating contest. One of the contestants was yours truly. Another was a disc jockey from WCHI. I don't remember his name. But the other guy for WBEX, AM and FM at the time, I don't think they were KKJ yet, was Jim Day. And I finished 3rd in the eating contest because I was super slim at the time, but I didn't mind cramming food down. Yeah. And so I was sponsored by the Ross County Pioneer Center at the time. I was doing this for their benefit, and it was an absolute blast. Here's why this is all being said. I made my entrance in a red Trans Am convertible. I'm riding on top, and the T top was off, but I'm riding on top. We've got the Stereo 94 banner on the front. And as we were approaching, we're playing Eye of the Tiger on the speakers on the car.
That's pretty good.
It was pretty awesome.
Now, I got a question.
We made the entrance.
Would you consider Survivor a one-hit wonder? Because they have a song in Rocky IV as well that's nowhere near as popular.
Yeah. No. It's just when you come out with a hit like this, it's pretty big. You're known for that song. But later in the evening after the rib eating contest, because this was on a Saturday, and I was working that Saturday night, I got a phone call, and that phone call was from Jim Day. Jim Day and I were working the same shift for different radio stations, and he dials up and he says, how are you feeling? I said, I feel fine. What are you talking about? Oh, I am just, oh. He was sick, big time sick. I don't think, I might have eaten a half rack less than he did, but he felt the pain.
Poor Jim.
And we've had many meals together since, but that day, that one took the cake.
Have you eaten ribs together since?
Well, yes, we have. We went to the river. This will be before a game at Portsmouth for Chillicothe football. And I had a white, we had just been purchased by Clear Channel at the time. I had a white shirt on, Clear Channel logo on the side, and we decided to go to the river. I was not aware of this. And you know I've explained how I eat ribs, right?
I think
the
so,
two-fork method.
Oh, yeah, because you don't eat them with your hands.
Precisely. Yeah. Ribs at the river are different than most barbecue places you go to. That's why I get a steak there all the time now. But they're not served in sauce. You get your own selection of sauce. So, and then it's also a thicker cut. So here I am, and I have got a fork, and I haven't developed my two-fork strategy by this time. All right, that came afterwards. But here I am. I've got a nice little puddle of barbecue sauce on my plate. I have thought that I cut clear through, but I didn't, because when I raised it up with the fork, the rest of the rack was still attached. It let loose. It slowly fell down. You've seen those commercials like, no! It was slowly fell down to that puddle. That puddle goes right onto my white shirt. So I've got this stain on my shirt.
That's what you get for just not eating with your hands.
Bill Davidson at the time is sitting in the stands at Spartan Stadium when we get down to the ball game in Portsmouth. And I said, well, he said, it's good to see you guys show up. And he said, yeah. Well, we stopped to have a pregame meal. He says, let me guess, the river, because he saw my shirt. And he was right. He was right. Yeah. Oh, the wonders and fun we had in broadcasting games together all those years ago. So, yeah. If I could ever relive some of the stuff that I did in my broadcast career, it would be that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. The good old days. Our national days. You've got some for today.
I do. It's Amelia Earhart Day.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned this yesterday. You said that's your granddaughter's namesake.
And I was just joking. I didn't know this was.
But she truly is. She was named after Amelia Earhart because of Dan Jr.'s time in the Air Force. And then she has two middle names, Stevie and Rose. Stevie is in honor of his friend who lost his life while in the military. And then Rose is Brandy's grandmother's name. So she is Amelia Stevie Rose Ramey. Very nice.
Happy Amelia Earhart Day.
Yes.
To Amelia Ramey. It's also Cousins Day, Drive-Through Day, Tequila Day, and Thermal Engineer Day.
We suggest not going through the drive-through for tequila.
Right.
I mean, you can, just don't drink it while you
don't do your thermal engineering job while you're drinking tequila.
With your cousin.
Right.
Named Amelia. All right. What kind of connections can we make here? This will be Saturday's National Days, Hire a Veteran Day, which happens to be on Veterans Appreciation Day with the Chillicothe Paints. How about that? Hot Fudge Sunday Day, our friends at Frisch's.
It kind of makes me upset this is on Saturday and not Sunday.
Why is that?
Because it's a Hot Fudge Sunday. And I know it's not the same word, but...
Gotcha.
Just start on Sunday.
Next year when it falls, it will be on Sunday, right?
Unless it's one of those things where it's always on last Saturday in July or something.
Yeah. It's also Merry-Go-Round Day. I heard it described, what was it, as child projection tool.
Oh, yeah.
The merry-go-round. Thread the Needle Day for all you quarterbacks out there.
Or camels.
And Wine and Cheese Day is tomorrow. It's also the Day of the Cowboy. I don't know if that's...
I've been wanting to rewatch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and so
there you go.
That might be the day to do it.
I'm a fistful of dollars.
That one's good, too. I like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly more.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The spaghetti westerns, wasn't it a spaghetti western?
They're both made by Sergio Leone.
Gotcha. Sunday, all or nothing day. So you're in or you're out. Either way. It's also Aunt and Uncle's Day. I didn't know that there was such a thing as Aunt and Uncle's
Cousin's Day is today, and you can celebrate your cousin's parents on Sunday.
How about that? My eldest niece, I called her my senior niece when I saw her the other day, because she's closing in on 50 years old. Actually, she might be 50 years old. I don't know. No, I don't think she's not yet. At any rate, she got me a T-shirt one year in our Christmas gift exchange that said, "I am a great uncle," which, when she had her babies, I became a great uncle. So it served two purposes: how she felt about me and what I was.
You know, I'm going to become an uncle soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. Next month.
I'll have to share my shirt with you.
Yeah.
Also Sunday, it's Bagel Fest Day, Coffee Milkshake Day. That doesn't taste appealing to me. It's Parents' Day, and it's also Disability Independence Day. So if you have a disability, show your independence on Sunday. All right, so there you go. As we get ready to close out July. Boy, it's hard to believe the month is almost over. Kids are going back to school before too long. I looked at
Ross County Fair is almost here, and that's the end of summer for me.
Yeah, Amelia and I were sitting on the love seat yesterday, and she's on her tablet, and I said, "You realize school starts in 3 weeks?" And this is a girl who loves school. She goes, "Boo!" I'm like, okay, she's already got it. She knows the feeling of what it's like.
You just need to say, "Amelia, high school football starts soon."
It does.
That's what you need to say. That'll get people excited for the school year.
Yeah, then my wife will be going, "Boo!" But then you've got Friday nights free to yourself again. You know, you don't have to worry about figuring what to do with this guy that's sitting on the couch. Meaning me.
Right.
There better not be a guy sitting on the couch during football season.
You have a cat, don't you?
We do. Yeah, we got Joey and Bucky.
Joey sit on the couch?
They keep an eye on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. All right. We have gone way too long with this segment. Time to put a wrap on things for the week. We appreciate those of you who have stuck with us from start to finish, which is probably your grandma, both of them, and your mom as well.
That's probably it.
Thank you for sharing what we do as well. So feel free to share that stuff. And we put it together. It's beneficial news that you can use, and we hope that you get something out of it. We really do. Thank you for watching, and thanks for supporting Litter Media and what we do. We'll see you soon with another edition of Litter Media Live.